1, 2, 3.
Already heard it, making me nervous. It's so absurd, you know you heard.
What's up, my cubs? It's your boy Leokingbrian, and I am back with another video, an amazing video, a long, decent, hopefully 13 minutes or more video. Okay, and as you guys can see by the title today, I am doing a story time about how me and my old best friend fell out. Okay? Yes. I don't know, I just felt like I wanted to talk about this because I was thinking about story time ideas, because I really don't do a lot of story times. I just thought about that and I was just like this, that would be very interesting, because the way we fell out, like, yeah, that was a whole lot of. Now granted, it was old, because she's my old best friend. Like, child, she was my best friend. Child, I'm gonna save that for when I'm getting ready to get into it. But before I even go ahead and do that, make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification button to let you know every time that the Leo gang posts. So without any further ado, let's get straight into the video. So let me go ahead and say this. Me and my old best friend, I should say ex-best friend. Me and my ex-best friend, we became friends when I moved from New York to Georgia. So that was what? Let's see. I believe I moved down here when I was five. And me and her, we became like best friends. She was my neighbor, like right across the street. Like that, like this. Like, we instantly became friends. We're gonna call her T. Her name starts with a T, so we're gonna call her T. So me and T, we were best friends, and we grew up together, elementary school, middle school, and high school. But high school was kind of like the cutoff point. Like, before high school, me and like, we was telling each other everything. We would go to each other's houses, just hang out and chill, like do best friend stuff, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Once upon a time. So high school comes, and she was, you know, we were both excited. Let's just say that. Like, our first day of high school, like, you know, we were both excited, like, you know, to go meet new people, make new friends. Like, we always told each other, like, we're gonna have each other's backs no matter what. Like, we're gonna graduate on time. Like, that was just us. Like, you know, when you're a freshman in high school, for those of y'all, you know, who went through that, like, you make all these plans and stuff, and then y'all end up not being friends anyway. So I don't know, I think that's just a high school thing, period, like when you first start out. But anyways, so yeah, we made all these plans together. And before I even say that, like, let me not say before that. When our freshman year hit, you know, we was meeting new people, hanging out all the time, like, you know, doing stuff like that. Like, I just started noticing her change slowly. Like, you know, when you start seeing people's little ways, you just notice, and you put two and two together, you just kind of like, okay, so, like, I see you. Like, I see where this is going, but hopefully, we're gonna hope for the best. Okay, what I'm saying? Get what I'm saying? Like, that's where me and her, like, were. So, our freshman year, she started talking to this boy. We gonna call him TT. Because his name started with a T too, so we gonna call him TT. We gonna call her T. So T and TT started talking, and you know, I was like really, really happy for her. Like, you know, she got her a little man and whatnot or whatever. So I remember this one particular day, we started, you know, I went to her house and we was chilling. It was right after school. Either it was right after school or the weekend. I just know it wasn't during school hours. Like, I was at her house. So I was chilling, talking to her. TT called. Yeah, I know TT her man. TT called. You know, he's like, what you doing or whatever. I guess he saw her posting like snaps, like, you know, me and her. So he called her, and then, you know, he starts talking to me. I'm just kind of like, red flag number one. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, red flag number one, like, you talking to me more than you talking to her on the phone, and T is your girlfriend. How that work? Right. So that was just red flag number one for me. I ain't stupid. Red flag number two was when he was still on the phone and he asked for my Snapchat. I'm just like, wait a minute, girl. Like, yo, man, do know, like, you know, like, I'm a shimmy, sha. Like, I don't like girls now, so what happened? Like, you know, this your man, this TT. So she ain't thinking nothing of it. I'm just like, all right, girl, like, you ain't noticing the signs. That's red flag number two. Red flag number three. This is where it get interesting. So I go back to my house, my y'all. I told you we and her were neighbors. So I just walked across back to my house. I get a text message on Snap. And he was like, yo, what's up? I'm just like, nigga, what? Like, you know, you got a whole girlfriend. Go talk to her. Mind you, this is our freshman year. So, for all my gay boys and gay girls who know anything, once a nigga start asking and talking that weird talk, you know where they going. Like, once they start saying stuff like, I ain't never did nothing with a boy before, or I ain't never really had that type of vibe before, but you know, I don't mind trying. It's like, nigga, we know where you going. So, like, say what you gotta say, and if you ain't gonna say nothing, then get the fuck off my line. So, once he started doing that, I was just kind of like, oh my God, I don't want to do that to my best friend. Well, she's my old best friend now, but at the time she was my best friend. I was like, I'm not gonna do that to my old best friend. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, no, like, me and her, we grew up together. Even though TT, like, you know, was a decent looking man, I wasn't gonna do that to her. Like, no, it's my rock at the time. Remember that. So, you know, he would always text here and there, like, days after that, like, you know, just be like, yo, what's up? Yo, you free? Like, just like, no, I just got home. No, I'm with my dad. No, I'm with my family. Like, stuff like that. Right? Now, how I noticed weird stuff with him, like I said, I already noticed some weird stuff with her. Why? I'm starting to hear all these small little rumors about me throughout school. Like, you know, I had people coming up to me telling me like, oh, you was having sex under the bleachers. Oh, you was kissing this boy in the bathroom. Oh, I'm just hearing all this stuff about me, and I'm just like, who told you that? Because that's a false, that's a negative, and that is not true. Like, back in the day, it was very, very hard. It's hard to get me now, love, but especially like then, like, I'm saying back in the day, child, I feel so old. At that time, I'm just like, who was telling y'all this? Like, who just comes up to you and tells you stuff like that? Like, who's gonna tell you that just out of nowhere? And mind you, it wasn't just one person. It was me and T's friends. I've had a teacher ask me about something one time, and I was just like so shocked. I was just, what are you asking me for? Like, so I never really knew what was going on, right? Come to find out, me and T at the time, we had a mutual friend. I'm gonna call her C because her name starts with a C. We was chilling after school, and she was like, yo, you know, T was talking about you today and was just telling me like how you fake and you phony. Instantly, I didn't believe her. I'm just like, nah, like, I don't believe you. That's my best friend. Why would my best friend tell you something like that? My best friend had a problem with me. My best friend would tell me. right? That's what best friends do. She was like, actually, no, I have text messages of her talking about you. I said, let me see. She pulled out her phone. I'm like, okay, that's my best friend's name, but let me see the number. She clicked, the little information icon, and it was T's number. So I'm just kind of like, nah, like, ain't no way, like, this cannot be my best friend's number. Like, this just cannot be. Like, this cannot be my best friend talking about me like this. Because when I was looking in the text messages, she was talking about me, bad, like them same rumors that people were going around talking about me, like at the school, was coming out of her mouth in the messages. She was talking about me. She talked about my grandmother who died of cancer. I'm sitting here like, yo, sis is really bold. Like, you're bold. I will never forget. Let me tell you something. Once you talk about my grandmother or like anybody close to me that has passed away, especially family, you cannot come back from that. I'll forgive you, but I will never be cool, rock with you. Like, I will never, nothing. I don't want to kick it with you, skate with you, nothing. That's dead, like dead. Throw that shit in a motherfucking coffin, bitch, because you're not coming back from that. Never. So, I told C, I said, C, call it. Call that number right now. I said, don't show me. Have the phone like this, like FaceTime, like, you know what I'm saying? Have the phone just like that on your face. I'm going to be on this side. I'm going to be behind the phone. She FaceTimed her. She didn't answer the first time. She FaceTimed her again. Didn't answer the second time. She FaceTimed her third time. She didn't answer. So at this point, my heart is racing because it's like, I didn't want to believe it, but that was my best friend's number. You get what I'm saying? That was my best friend's number. So I'm just like, nah. She ends up calling her back. I'm like, oh my God. See, answer. Answer the phone. She answers the phone. It was my best friend. So I'm sitting here like, okay. Like, I'm not saying nothing. I'm behind the phone. But you know, like, you can still see a person's face. They can't see you. I'm looking at her like this is you. So I'm literally whispering to see. I'm like, ask her. Like, ask her what she was talking about. I'm whispering like as if we stood there. I'm sorry, y'all. This bringing back so many memories. Like, bring me up. Like, ask her what she was talking about me for. Like, I was whispering that to see. So she was saying that. Why? Everything that she texted her, it came out her mouth. From my grandmother, from them rumors about me kissing people and stuff like that. And I'm just sitting here like so shocked. I was so hurt. I'm sitting here looking at her like, this is not coming out her mouth. But then I'm just sitting here confused as to like, why are you talking about me like that? Like, why are you like, what made you want to bash me so bad to other people? For you to be talking like, what did I do to you? Like, you supposed to be my best friend. So I'm just like, okay, cool, bet. What I really wanted to do was text her and call her and just be like, oh, you mad fake? Like, just go off. Nah, I ain't even do that. I stayed in my own lane. I be quiet. Just know that I'm not speaking to you. You are non-existent to me. Once you do stuff like that, you are non-existent. Go over there. The next day comes, we got school again. You know how you go and everybody's in the cafeteria chilling. So, hold on. Scratch that. Before we even get there, mind you, we had the same bus stop. We're in the same neighborhood, right? So, we had to go to the front of the neighborhood to get to the bus stop. So, your mom would either drop you off, or if you live close enough, you would go up there, or you would either walk, right? I walked. Her mom would drop her off sometimes, or she would walk. Her mom dropped her off this time. I walked. So, I'm just standing at the bus stop. You know how you have that natural mean mug face and you don't want nobody talking to you? That was me. I was just like, nobody talk to me, please. Like, she ain't say nothing. It's like I don't think she was paying attention enough to know that I was mad because, mind you, it was dark. Like, you know, when you get ready for high school, especially like in Georgia, like, you know, you get ready and you leave by 6. It's still dark. We ride on the bus and we finally get to the school. Now, mind you, everybody loud in the morning. Like, when it's time to like get off the bus and go to the cafeteria. We go to the cafeteria. She's trying to talk to me. I'm not giving this girl no time of day. Like, I ain't even look. Like, we're not even breathing the same space. She's right here. I'm right here. I'm talking to my other friends. She's literally talking to me and I'm ignoring the fuck out of her. Like, girl, we are not cool. Because you disrespected me. Like, you disrespected me. And that's not how I rock. Like, we're not finna get down like that. So, I knew by then, she knew what type of time I was on. Like, period. Like, that was it. Dead. Done. We can't do that. So, she just walked off. About 2 weeks later, I'm at home chilling. I get a text message on Snap from TT. Y'all know TT is supposedly her man. He gonna text me and say, oh, you know, me and her broke up, what's up? You and her broke up, what's up? Like, what that mean? Like, what, we supposed to do something? Yeah, like, what's up? I'm just like, nah, like, I'm not even on that. Like, you know, you cute and stuff, but nah, I'm not gonna do that. So, he said, why y'all not cool no more? He said, she told me that y'all was being weird in the cafeteria, you and your friends. I'm just sitting here like this. She know why. Until she says it and apologizes to me, I'll never talk to her again. Well, I wasn't going to talk to her, period, after you brought up my grandmother, but it's like, I would still like my apology, right? So, he's kind of beating around the bush, kind of saying stuff like, that's crazy and stuff. And I'm just like, there's no way, like, you ain't know that she wasn't talking about me. He said, I ended up telling her about us. About us what? Me and you didn't have anything going on, but what do you mean? He said, well, nah, she actually saw. So I'm just like, which one is it? You told her or you saw? What you told her wouldn't even make no sense. That means you told on yourself because you were the only ones messaging me saying stuff like, oh, you really, really cute. Like, I don't mind, da, 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 da. Like, you were doing that. I wasn't entertaining you because she was my best friend. But however, now that you did that to me, I should really be, like, you know, petty. Like, that was my mindset. I was like, I should really be petty and take this nigga from her. Like, I really should. But they weren't together. But I knew it would still make her mad because I knew what type of person she was. She was my best friend. Like, I know when she gonna get upset and mad and stuff. So, he was basically telling me how she was upset. And she was still... Okay, let me make this very clear. If you know a nigga... Let me not cuss. If you know a guy is gay and he was messing around with boys and you still gonna mess with him, you're weird. Like, I don't know how y'all can do that. Like, that's so weird to me. Like, how could you lay up with a guy that's been with another guy? Huh? Where they do that at? Like, y'all are weird. Get the fuck out of here. Anyways, wasn't my business or whatever. So, you were basically mad at your gay best friend because your man wanted me. And I didn't even entertain him, but you still let him get you to that level to where you talked about me to all these people who would come up to me and ask me questions every single day. Or if they weren't asking me questions, they were sure being shady and looking at me like, dang, you do that? Really? You did that to your best friend? Somebody that was supposed to be your best friend? When all you had to do was sit there and ask me and I would have told you the truth. But I never did nothing to you though. Never did. And for you to get that mad to the point where you talk about my grandmother who died of cancer, baby, we could never be friends. Like, if I was to see her to this day, I would spit on her. Nah, I wouldn't even do that. I'll walk past her like, I mean, I don't know her like no more. So I just walk past her like, I don't even know. She'd be like, hey. I'd be like, still that same type of energy from the cafeteria. Like, we just never could get back into that space. Like, never again. That would never happen. So, me and her, we stopped talking. So all them plans we made for high school, that went out the window. Like after freshman year, sophomore year we wasn't talking, junior year we wasn't talking, senior year we wasn't talking. So she tried to become cool with me again, and I'm gonna tell y'all how. When I graduated, me and her were part of the same class. We were 2019, class of 2019, the last best year. Okay. I had a graduation party. I invited my friends. You know, we had a good time. Mind you, at this point, I moved out of that neighborhood. Like, I'm in a whole nother neighborhood. I go outside because I see some more people arrive. Her mom walks out the car, so I'm just like, oh. Like, you're here? Like, I was just so confused. I'm just like, we're not cool. Like, but I guess since we had that history and we knew each other for a long time, she came. I believe my mom invited her. Through her mom, though, not to talk to Tyler. Oh, I done said her name. Not to talk to T. I'm gonna blur that out. Yeah. So her mom comes walking up to me. She comes out the back with her and her sister. So I'm like, hey, Miss C, like, how are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Her mom. And her mom's like, congratulations. Like, you know, I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all grew up so big. Y'all graduating and stuff like that. So, you know, she gave me a little gift and it had money in it or whatever. I was like, okay. Then this fake bitch, she walks right up behind her mother. And I'm just sitting here kind of like, I'm trying to be neutral. But then it's like every time I see her, I think about my grandmother. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I can't believe you would do that. Like, you would stoop so low to even hurt me that way. Like, why? Like, why would you do that? So I'm trying not to be mean because her mom is right there. And I have respect for her mother because her mother's a sweet lady. So, you know, she's like, hey, Brian. I'm like, hey, what's up? Like, you know, it ain't like, hey, what's up? So she gives me a card. Like, you know, one of them graduation cards like you get from Dollar General or Walmart or something. And she whispers in my ear, I'm so sorry for everything. And she was crying. She played it off in front of her mom as if she was like, you know, really, really just happy and da-da-da-da. I knew when she said that, she knew exactly what I was so mad for. So I opened it. It had money in it, just like her mom. So her and her mom basically gave me money. And then she had a message in there where it's just like, you know, I love you. And whether we speak again or not, like, you know, I hope you grow, be the best you can be. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I told her, you know, thank you for everything. And, you know, we really had some good times. And that was it. Because right after that, her mom had got some food and they left. So I'm just sitting here like, dang, like, sis, you really did all that because of a man. A man that didn't even really want what you got. Don't get me wrong. I know that probably hurts. Like, dang, like, your own nigga don't want you because he looking at me. But that means he never want you in the beginning because he was too busy looking at me. Like, sis, I'm your best friend. Me and you have history together. We knew each other since I moved down here. You really would sit here and go back and forth with me when I knew you for that long. Excuse me. When I knew you for that long, or with somebody who just came in your life and played you. And one thing she can never say that I'm lying because it's like, whatever you saw was on his end. You saw what was on his end. Because if you saw anything from me, you saw that I said, hey, not doing that to my best friend. I'm not doing that. So the fact that you hurt me that way, I'll never forget that. And so that also makes me just look at people a little bit different. So it's kind of like, dang, I can't put my trust in everybody. I can't put titles on people too quick. Because it's like, if I knew her since I was like 5, or like when I was younger and she was my so-called best friend and she did that to me, what makes the next person so, you get what I'm saying? Like, what makes you so special? Like, yeah, you can sit here and be like, oh, I'm loyal, I'm this, I'm that, and da 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 da, and then you go do some snake stuff. Like, especially about death. We don't play about death. Are you crazy? No, ma'am. Oh, no, 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 no. So me and her, we will never be cool again. Like, ever. Like, never, 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 never. You could just boil that friendship up, rip it up, put it in the shredder, throw it out the window. Like, I don't care what you do with the friendship. I don't want it. Okay? Take that friendship and go to the door and just act like it never happened. The end. Like, that's where I'm at with it. So, yeah. I think the lesson of this video is just don't put titles on anything too quick if you don't know if it's gonna be for sure. Like, don't call people best friend, or don't. I keep yawning. Don't call people your best friend. Don't be in a relationship. Don't do nothing if you don't think it's gonna last or you're not serious about it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, don't do it. Like, don't do it. Especially if you're not gonna act upon that role. At this point, where I'm at right now is, fuck a friendship. I ain't trying to call you my friend. Like, we need to be so close, and I need to trust you so much to the point where I'm just like, that's my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, family. I'm on that family time. Like, all that friend stuff, that means I gotta think about it. Like, if I can be like, oh, that's my sister, or that's my brother, then I don't want it. Go about your business. But thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification button to let you know every time that I post. I really appreciate my cubs watching my video, and yes, see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all. I'm back with another video. As you guys can see by the title of the video today, I will be talking about my coming out, story. I already made one.